let's focus our attention on Barangay Ginebra. They're 2-0. Of course, they weren't able to play in the first 2 weeks. But Eastern, after having 2 straight wins, succumbed to a loss about a week ago, and then 2 straight wins again for Eastern before they face off against Barangay Ginebra here tonight.
Eastern trying to make some noise here in the Commissioner's Cup as we take a look at their last game against the Blackwater Bossing. And that was a game that they led big at 1 point, especially in that third quarter. Take a look at those numbers, Coach.
Well, 84-75, that was a 9-point win, 42% from field goals, as against only 31% for Blackwater. Rebounding is a key stat for that ball game. It's a big plus 19 for Eastern. What about the points in the paint? 58-22, and third quarter points. This was really the key in that ball game. They executed very well, 27 points. But more than that, it was their defense in the third quarter that only allowed Blackwater 9 points.
Blackwater had a lead at halftime in that game, and then quickly erased by Eastern in that third quarter. A big part of that is this guy on screen, Glenn Yang, who in the last 2 years developed this offense, not known as a scorer and a shooter years ago, but right now showing us he can score here in the PBA.
You know, the only loss of Eastern was when Glenn Yang was not playing. So some problems with immigration.
But look at that ball game against Blackwater, 14 points, 43% from the field, 7 rebounds, 2 assists, and 2 steals. Really a kind of leadership that is needed
By Eastern, a very young team, but they very much need the quarterbacking of a guy named Glenn Yang.
Again, even though he's a young player, he's already a vet here for the Eastern team. As right now, let's welcome our courtside reporter for today, Miss Bel Gregorio. Bel?
For Glenn Yang, there is no better term to encapsulate his thoughts about facing Ginebra again than unfinished business. After all these years, Glenn is still locked in on getting his revenge, and he has been the most vocal among the 3 former Bay Area Dragons about facing Ginebra as a grudge match. Being familiar with how the barangay plays, Glenn described the team to the rest of Eastern as a mix of the Celtics and the Lakers, and highlighted the need to control the pace right away, but also never being too comfortable, because as Glenn learned the hard way, the game with Ginebra is never over until it actually is. Andrew.
Thank you, Bel, for that one. Glenn Yang learning the never say die motto of Barangay Ginebra in that series against them. But let's talk about for the Eastern side, Chris McLaughlin. I'm going to make this happen C-Mac, so it's easier to say his name. If he continues playing the way he does, Eastern will always have a big chance to win in any game that they have.
Well, you know, Chris McLaughlin, at first he was quite quiet, no? To start that ball game, but when he talked about efficiency and the kind of basketball that he was able to show starting the second quarter, then here are his numbers: 32 points, 23 rebounds. Look at that field goals, 74% for this professional, 3 assists and 1 block. No, that was a complete ball game shown by Chris McLaughlin in that game against Blackwater.
Right now, he's going to be facing against a taller lineup today in the Barangay Ginebra Gin Kings, as they dominated their second game against the Phoenix Fuel Masters. It was a nip-and-tuck affair for the first half of that one, but then in the second half, totally dominated by the Gin Kings.
22-point win right there. Look at the rebounding, +9 for Barangay Ginebra. But more than anything, I think it was really the great assisting, how they moved that ball around, and having +18 in that game. That's why in the end, it was a big win for Barangay Ginebra for their second win here in this conference.
Only allowing Phoenix 7 points in the fourth quarter of that game. That's how good Barangay Ginebra was in the second half of that game against the Phoenix Fuel Masters, who remain winless here, as Barangay Ginebra had a big contribution from RJ Abarientos, and RJ was just magnificent in that game. Lots of beautiful passing, really good decisions on the floor by the young rookie.
Well, you know, he had 12 points, double digits for RJ Abarientos, but he only had 4 attempts in that ball game. So you talk about this guy really adjusting to the style of Coach Team. There it is, 50% from 3-point area. He had 5 rebounds and he had 6 assists, but more than that, it was the big plus 20 in the plus minus, plus the 6 points in the fourth quarter for RJ. Playing like a grizzled veteran already for that ball game.
Again, so many contributors for Barangay Ginebra in that game against the Fuel Master. Scotty Thompson doing Scotty Thompson things. In the first half, he was the offensive bright spot for Barangay Ginebra as he was just scoring from everywhere in that ball game. Putting from the outside. And of course, as you can see from the highlights here, post moves, layups, Scotty is just on a roll so far. In the first 2 games here,
Was from inside, from fast break, and from outside. You don't know where he's going to be taking that shot. He had 10 attempts, 7 of which he made. 3 out of 5 from field goals. He had 6 rebounds. Of course, you'll be expecting a lot more coming from Scotty. But what about the 2 steals that he had in that ball game? You talk about defense, you talk about offense, you just talk about Scotty Thompson.
And more than that, a lot of things that go beyond the stat sheet for Scotty Thompson. As that's the tail of our tape for today. Eastern against Barangay Ginebra. As we turn it over right now to our announcer for our starting lineups.
Eastern! Starting at guard number 9, Chung Yenlong. Also at guard number 0, Hayden Blankley. At forward number 11, Glenn Yang. Also at forward number 3, Raymond Chow. And at center number 19, Chris McLaughlin. Head coach of Eastern is Mansour Bayramovich. And now let's meet the starting five of your Barangay Ginebra San Miguel. Starting at center from Sasbuan, Pampanga, number 25, Japet Aguilar. At forward from Cagayan Valley, number 1, Troy Rosario. Also at forward is Barangay Ginebra's import, number 42, Justin Brownlee. At guard from Angeles City, Pampanga, number 14, Stephen Holt. And also at guard from Davao del Sur, number 9, Scotty Thompson. Head coach of Barangay Ginebra is Tim Cone. Get officials.
Familiar foes, Eastern against Barangay Ginebra on a Sunday evening. Starting 5 for Eastern, Chung Yin-lung, Glenn Yang, Chris McLaughlin, Hayden Blankley, and Raymond Chow. Scotty Thompson, Stephen Holt, Japet Aguilar, Troy Rosario, Justin Brownlee for the Barangay Ginebra San Miguel side as we get ready for our tip-off. Take a look at our officials over here for this one. We got Balaw, Flordeliza, Baltago, and Pinoso. And this tip-off is brought to you by Honda, the official motorcycle of the PBA. Eastern will get first crack at this. And you can say, Coach AG, that this might be the first real test of Eastern here in the PBA.
Well, of course, they know what kind of basketball Barangay Ginebra can play every single game. You know that in their last game they scouted Ginebra, and in that game against Phoenix. And then I'm sure some things will have to be done by Eastern here in this ball game. And one thing that they have to do is to silence the crowd.
And again, packed crowd here at the United Center in Antipolo City. These two teams are leading the way in terms of assists per game here so far. And we expect a lot of great basketball in this one, as that's a foul against Barangay Ginebra. Brownlee will get that early foul call as Chung will head to the free throw line. And Chung, very productive point guard for Eastern. Looks like he's not even 20, Coach. Yeah, that's the Asian genius.
Yeah. He looks young.
Second free throw, Chung misses both. Rebound ends up with Brownlee. First offensive possession here for the Gin Kings. Scotty, they immediately go to Brownlee. Brownlee had a quiet game against Phoenix. Didn't need to score that much. They go to Japet. Japet has the mismatch. Scotty, nice fake. Oh, he steps out of bounds on the drive. Turnover.
Can't even hear the whistle. Early turnover right here for Barangay Ginebra. Should have taken that shot, actually, Japet Aguilar. But was there to defend against him, Chris McLaughlin.
Chung switches. Chow, mid-range jumper, no. Rebound ends up back with JB. JB sees this mismatch against Chung. Let's see if he takes advantage. He gets doubled by Blankley. Holt puts the ball on the floor. Japet, nice fake, drives against McLaughlin. Nice move.
3-point line. Binabantayan ni Wing, ni Chen.
Team himself
But Japeth
and get that leather up.
to JB goes in off the glass. But foul yung itatawag. Mula sa Hong Kong Eastern, so I think Justin Brownlee will go to the line to shoot for 2.
His ball game, Yang. Inside McLaughlin. Breaks away for a slam.
Go Ginebra, loads pa. Sir, Boss Manda, yung ending kagaya. Yes sir, kung ano po yung tinaya kanina, yun pa rin. Carry over natin ngayon. 3-point siya ng Barangay Ginebra. Malamig pa mga dol. 2 minuto na.
JB. Two-man game with Holt. They end up with Japeth. Inside, Brownlee. He gets fouled by Glenn Yang.
So it's all part of the play right there. High-low play going to high percentage to Justin Brownlee. Look at that first play of Eastern to score their first 2 points.
Barangay Ginebra also started the same way last game. Pretty slow start to that game against Phoenix, but then scored in bunches afterwards as Brownlee shoots and misses on the triple. They slow it down to Yang. Oh, nice fake by Glenn Yang. Driving against Scotty. McLaughlin hands it off. Glenn Yang drives again, fades, back shot, doesn't score. Oh, ball ends up with Blankley. Chow against Rosario. Nice pass, Blankley with a cut and score.
Great pass coming from Chris McLaughlin. It was fast, huh?
And both of these teams passed the ball really well. Both teams have broken 30 assists in multiple games already. As Barangay Ginebra, they go down low to Troy Rosario against Chow. Rosario, basket, no. Brownlee rebound. Basket doesn't count, but the foul is called against Eastern.
So a lot of options in the post coming from Barangay Ginebra. Jenkins. Brownlee can post up. Troy Rosario can post up. This was the pass that we were talking about just a while ago. A very hard cut coming from Hayden Blankley.
Gotta love it. He just saw Brownlee look away for a second.
Quick. That was very quick. Good communication.
Brownlee gets double team. Oh, turnover. Great defense by Eastern. Again, Ginebra hasn't scored in the first 3 minutes. Chow in the lane. Basket doesn't go as he will shoot 2.
Same kind of a play right there. Coming off the curl. Going strong to the hoop. This time a pass by Hayden Blankley. This would mean 2 free throws.
2 shots for Raymond Chow.
And that's going to be 2 free throws for Raymond Chow. This is a turnover by JB. But that's defense. Everybody shadowing Justin Brownlee there.
This is a turnover by
First
JB.
free throw goes in for Raymond Chow. As we're inviting everybody to enjoy the biggest sporting event in the Philippines right now. Watch all the action live on the and device. Download and register now. Chow shot 2 from the line, but it can't for AB's scoreless here. First 3 minutes. Chow, 2 from the line.
That's going to be his 4th point. Oh, it was because of the top of Stephen Holt actually that kept that ball alive.
And look at that, definitely a foul of McLaughlin. That goes in for Aguilar. 3-point play, 2-point lead right now for Eastern.
You know, Japeth has really been playing tremendous basketball the last 2 conferences.
They go down low. Japet trying to bother McLaughlin. Cross court to Yang. Extra pass. Blankly drives baseline. Kicks it out. The Chow couldn't catch it cleanly. Fires a three. Chow switches the triple.
Just a little hesitation coming from Chow, but when he saw himself wide open, why not take the shot?
Troy Rosario. Goes to Scotty. Scotty picks up his dribble. Finds a way to get it to Brownlee. Back to Thompson. Inside, Japet again. McLaughlin has a foul. He has to be careful. Japet steps in, fades away. Can't score. Troy. Ball gets snipped. Last touch by Chung.
It's very nice pushing and shoving happening inside. Fighting for that loose ball, getting that rebound, Troy Rosario. This was a shot that I was mentioning just a while ago. Just a little space needed by Chow for that three-point shot.
JB. Japet inside. He gets fouled by Blankly, but he passed the ball.
Yeah, I know he's going to be thinking about that. Should have taken the shot, heard the whistle.
Let's see if he gets away with this, coach. He's walking straight to the
No, he's
the free throw
not
line.
going to be taking the free throws.
Japet thought he was going to shoot, but he passed the ball at the last second. He won't get away with that one. Thompson, Scotty goes to Holt. Reverse is good.
Going baseline, not forcing that outside shot. Just a little space, going to the baseline right there. Coming from Stephen Hall.
10-7 is our score. McLaughlin swings the ball around to Blankly. Wide open triple. That is automatic for the sniper.
You know, there was a time playing against Rain or Shine about 2 weeks ago. He wasn't making this kind of shots, huh? That's why he did Blankly.
Rain or Shine really sped them up.
That's right.
That's the game plan of Rain or Shine against Eastern in that game. They go to Japet right now. Scotty against Chung, and he gets fouled on the push by Chung. Already the fifth foul. Take a look at this best move of the game. Brought to you by Honda, the official motorcycle of the PBA. Stephen Holt goes reverse with a burst. And Blankly counters back with a triple of his own. Brownlee fades against two. Look at that move.
Wow, very, very tough shot coming from Justin Brownlee. Now, good help right there coming from Thompson, but the foul's going to be called.
Looks like the foul is going to be on the floor.
I'd like to see that kind of a shot. That first primary defender, help side defense. There was another challenge coming from McLaughlin. No problem coming from Justin Brownlee.
And Glory Days comes back for another season. Premieres in January 2025 only on the UAP Varsity Channel and Pilipinas Live. I think you should guest on that show. You're a big part of all those UAP years, those glory days.
Yeah, still am.
Yeah, for sure, still am. But
They're really wanting to be part of collegiate basketball, professional basketball. I'm very happy to be guesting in any kind of basketball talk that we're going to be having.
Eastern is 2 out of 2 from the three-point arc. It's going to be a foul on Chow. The problem is here for Eastern, it's going to be 2 shots here for GINEBRA as they're now in the penalty.
Wow. We're not yet in the 6-minute mark. Lots of fouls called against Eastern. Opportunity for Troy Rosario to be scoring his first points here in this ball game.
Missed the first one. Take a look at the stats of Troy against Phoenix. A better second game for Rosario.
5 out of 8, 63%, 4 rebounds, 2 assists. Let's see here in this ball game. Troy missing those 2 free throws. Very unlikely of a Troy Rosario not to be missing this kinds of shots.
Missed opportunity for GINEBRA. 15-9, 6-point lead for Eastern. McLaughlin gets the lane. Japet recovers. They cross court it and doesn't recognize that that's a smaller player on the other side of the court. Passes straight to Coach Tim. And that's a turnover for Eastern, and they call a timeout here with 5:52 remaining. The score's 15-9 in favor of Eastern.
This program is brought to you by Honda, the official motorcycle of the PBA.
Behind every victory is a powerful winning ride. The all-new Winner X. Ride like a champion.
Hey, smart holiday deals na! Instant data for you, phone for you, and the chance to win a Toyota Land Cruiser CX. Keep loading or get a postpay plan for more raffle points. Register now!
We are still live in the Anyari Center in Antipolo City for this Eastern Ginebra match. With Ginebra playing their third game in 5 days, they are treating the stretch like the playoffs. Assistant coach Richard Del Rosario described Eastern as organized, patient, and a great ball-moving team that would test the Barangay's half-court defense, acknowledging that despite their familiarity with Blankley, Lam, and Yang, the three have developed so much since their Bay Area days, and Eastern is also equipped with deceiving players that can just be too unpredictable. So on the Barangay side, they are expecting mistakes on offense, as they have revealed in their last outings, but it is their defense that they cannot be forgiving about. Andre.
Thank you, Belle, for that report as we return from this timeout with Barangay Ginebra. Now by 6 points, struggling to find any sort of consistency here in the first quarter, Coach AG, as just Brownlee gets a 2.
Well, you know, he saw the sideline. No? It could have been an attack right there coming from Justin Brownlee. But he saw a big man who was willing to help out. I'd rather just take the shot. Same result for Justin Brownlee.
Blankley shoots over Japan. Wow!
How tough was that shot right there coming from Hayden Blankley. Back to a 7-point lead right here for Eastern.
And just a beautiful looking jump shot there by Hayden Blankley. As Hulk, they're really trying to crowd everybody here. Look at that defense. That's the second time they've crowded somebody. Glenn Yang attacking Troy. Sneaks it in and through.
And that's what Glenn Yang can really do for you. Finish the fast breaks. You know, in the early part, when he was when he came here, he was not an offensive threat.
Oh, Holt finds a lane. Holt hangs in the air. Basket is good.
How tough was that shot right there, even with the outstretched arms and the help side defense coming from Hayden Blankley.
Blankley. Chow can make one. Can't make his second triple of the game. Japet secures it quickly. Holt had a steam here. Waits for Japet. They go to JB. Scotty wants to post up. Drives against Chan. That's going to be 2 free throws.
That's the right call, actually. Chan was holding on that first dribble of Scotty. That was a quick call. That's the right call, actually. 2 free throws right here.
Scotty will shoot 2 here for Barangay Ginebra to try and cut into this lead. Experience an extra awesome holiday season with Signal. Get a chance to win awesome prizes with Signal Load and Win. When you load 100 pesos and up, register now on loadandwin.signal.tv and you might be one of the lucky winners. Scotty makes the first one. Second one is good. Perfect so far for Scotty Thompson on that trip. Lead is down to 5 for Eastern. Almost. Oh, big defense. Gonna dive for it. And Eastern will maintain possession.
Very, very big effort right there. Coming from Stephen Holt.
And right
Glenn
now,
Yang okay?
let's see. Glenn Yang a bit shaky to get up there as we turn it over back to Bell. Bell?
From how he has scouted teams so far, Coach Mensur thinks Ginebra is the best that he has seen because of how they move the ball and move with so much intensity. Their schemes are complicated, but in Coach Mensur's words, they make it look so simple. So in Eastern's preparations, a premium was placed on just sticking to their man. One might think they have the upper hand because they have more rest than Ginebra, but their schedule has actually been equally as crazy as they will be flying out after this this game to prepare for an EASL game in Hong Kong. Andrew.
Thank you, Bel. So, again, Coach Menser has been talking about the schedule of Easter. It's been pretty crazy the last few weeks for them as Justin Brownlee slams at home and the lead is down to 3.
Crazy as they will be flying out after this game to prepare for an EASL game in Hong Kong. Andrew.
Thank you, Bel. So, again, Coach Menser has been talking about the schedule of Easter. It's been pretty crazy the last few weeks for them as Justin Brownlee slams at home and the lead is down to 3.
Ang barangay namin, naka-on yung PLDT Home Wi-Fi 5G Plus na. Up to 10 times faster. You can connect up to 15 gadgets. 1495 na lang. Plus! Ang saya with a new PLDT Home Wi-Fi 5G Plus.
Has driving been too much of a hassle lately? Drive the best trips when you drive your way with MPT Drive Hub.